Okay, here we are back in MatrixGold. I'm going to do a little video for you. If you find it interesting and helpful, please leave me a like, subscribe, and a comment below. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do, of course, is get a ring rail, and we'll just leave it at the size 7. It's easiest. And then what we're going to do is go to a profile, get a profile. So right here. And we're going to drag that profile down to the half shank there, and we're going to change this profile. We'll just change to this thing here, and we'll select it, and we'll do a little manipulation on it. Take it to 2.5 by 2.5. Okay, and there we go, we got that one. And we'll go place another profile here at the top, holding down shift to lock it in, and we'll change that one to one that I made a while back, way down here at the bottom. Where's it at? Okay, right here, there it is. And we'll select that, and we'll actually just leave it there for right now. We'll drag it out over here someplace for right now and hit enter. Okay, next thing I got to do, which I should have done before I put the profiles on there, was add gem to ring rail. Okay, so we have our stone out there. Let's go to our front view. We want it fairly high, so we'll drag it up just a little bit, somewhere around there maybe. We can always move it later. So we'll go back to perspective, and we'll hit enter there, and we'll take our profile again and we'll edit it a little bit. We'll go to the right side, and we're going to just play around with it, drag it up, move it around, somewhere around there, somewhere there. What's our size? 2.5. We could probably make it a little bit thicker there, and we'll drag it down a little, somewhere around there. So our stone setter will have nice height there to beat down on that metal. Hopefully not too hard. And let's see, 2.5. We'll drag this, make it a little bit bigger here. We can always change that later. So let's go to our right view here, and we want to drag that back out just a little. Okay, and we'll go ahead and hit enter on that. Okay, this is the command really we're showing off today. The rest of it's just putting everything together, but we're going to go to our surface, and you could probably do a sweep one here, and hit enter, and it's kind of, but you have really no control over it, right? There's nothing you can do. You can't move it anyway. So we're going to back out of that, and we're going to go to this profile sweep here, just profile to profile sweep. And we're going to select our first profile and then our second profile. Okay, whoa, yeah, you're going to be freaking out here, right? And first thing we're going to do is automatic scene. We'll just turn that off for right now. And then we're going to drag this to the other side here. And we'll go to our front view to get a good look at it. Now we have a little bit more manipulation. We can actually manipulate it a little bit more. So we'll take it to around something like that, but we need to move that profile again. So let's go ahead and just click enter there. We want to move that profile out just a little bit more. So we're going to select our profile, go to our editor, so everything will update as we go, and we're just going to drag it out some. Go to our see how far, maybe a little bit more, something like that. Give it a nice seating area for the stone, and we'll go to our front view, take a look at it. Now I don't really particularly care for that, so we'll go ahead and hit enter on this, and we'll go back to our sweep and edit it a little bit. kind of drag it something like this. Yeah, maybe a little bit in. We'll drag this one. See, you can do all kinds of crazy things with this thing. In Matrix 9, it was you didn't really have to assign a rail to it. You could just put profiles out there. I haven't found the profile maker or make just profile where you could just take a profile, make or draw something and make a profile in the MatrixGold yet. I'll keep looking for that. So we'll go ahead and accept this. Now, of course, you notice you didn't put a cap on it, right? It won't let you put a cap. So that's real easy. We just go to Tools and we go to Profile Cap. And we'll click on this and it automatically puts a cap on it. We'll just drag it out a little bit. Take a look at it, see what it looks like. Okay. I could probably drag that profile out a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's drag that profile a little bit more out. I don't want to put a new profile. I just want to drag that out a little. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's take a look at it. Yeah, okay. And we'll accept that. So there we go. And this is not attached yet, so we're going to go ahead and do that now, and we'll join those two together. So there you go. And we'll take this and we'll rotate it with the copy, yes, at F4, holding down Shift, and swing that around and hit Enter. So we have the two outside rails there. Okay. And let's go back. Let's put a settings under bezel on this thing, and we'll take a look at it. That's not too bad, actually, right there where it's at. Actually, we'll drag it up just a little bit, not too much, just so it's underneath or above our bottom of our rails there. Yeah, that looks good, and we'll go ahead and hit Enter there. Now what we're going to do is go back and grab another rail, or a profile rather, Tools, and we'll take this one, holding down Shift, and lock it right in there. We'll change this profile to a very simple basic profile here, and we'll hit Select. And now we need to do a little manipulation here. So we want it inside our profile. We don't want it real thick, so around 2.1 should be fine. 2.1, 2.2, something like that, and 2.0. Let's make it a little thicker. 2.2, okay, and we'll actually mirror that to the other side. So over here in our dynamic commands, we'll just mirror profile, so it's on both sides, and we'll go ahead and hit Enter on that. And then we'll go back to our surface, and we'll just do a normal surface one sweep with this one, and we'll select this profile here and that profile there and hit Enter. Okay, put it on the wrong side, so flip. Yeah, there we go, and it's capped, which is fine, and we'll go ahead and hit Enter here. Okay, let's take a look at it. So there's our ring for the most part, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to take all this on the top, and we're just going to hide it for a second, and we're going to focus on our under rail, and we'll go to Curve, ISO Curve, and we'll put it right in the center at 0.5, and we'll hit Enter. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and put stones on this, gemstones on Curve. Give it a second, and we'll drag those. It doesn't really matter because we can manipulate it later once we get the shanks back on there, since it's all going to be dynamic, parametric. And we'll edit these stones a little bit. We'll take them down to about a 1, yeah, just to be safe. Take a look from our front view, so we kind of have them pretty close to the same. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there they are, and we'll turn color back on, and we need to come over and placement. We want to drop them to the table, and actually we know that that's going to be too far down, so we'll drag that up a little bit, go back to our front view, wireframe, and drag this up a little bit. Okay, alright, so we have all this. And we'll just go ahead and hit enter, and here let's put some cutters on it and see what we can do with that. And we'll go over here to our dynamic commands. I'll change them to flat, and we'll change it to wire so we can see a little bit better. And let's see, what do we got here? We want to definitely drag this thing out. We want to open this up. I'm going to change my cutter. It's just my preferred cutter. It's just a kind of an angled square, and select that. I kind of like this cutter for this type of setting. You can make your own. Oh, we're already there. Alright, now we'll drag it up somewhere around there, and take a look at it again, make sure everything looks okay. Since we dragged it up, it thins it out, so we'll just open it up just a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and hit enter. And now we'll just do a Boolean difference this rail with this cutter, and there we go. And take a look at it, see if it's okay. Yeah, it looks okay. We'll hit enter. Now we'll go ahead and slap some prongs on this puppy. Oh, wrong one. Settings, prongs, and the first thing we do, or I always do, is raise them up. Get some extra meat on them. And take a look. Distance is okay. Thickness is pretty okay. You can mess around with those end ones if you want. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it for the sake of the video for now. Go ahead and hit enter. And I'm going to go ahead and put some cutters on there too. And we'll cut the holes. Why not? Our cutter, Jim cutter. And we'll drag them up. Go ahead and take a look here. I'm going to drag this up a little bit more. Get a little bit deeper since we got lots of room there. And they look okay. And we'll go ahead and hit enter. And here we'll go back to our solids, go to Boolean difference, here's our rail we're cutting, and enter, and take our cutters and enter, and take a look, yeah, and hit enter. Okay, so there's that. Now let's bring back our rails here, and as you can tell, our stones are like way in there, so we're going to go back to our diamonds or gemstones, and we're just going to move them up to where we think it's pretty decent, and it automatically updates. Maybe a little bit more to get that prong out there for the stone setter. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do the same thing to this side here. Drag them up a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. Alright, and we'll go to our front view, turn on wireframe here, kind of see where they're at, coming across. Yeah, pretty close. Alright, and let's go back to perspective, turn on, take a look at what we got here. Yeah, okay, and then we'll hit enter here. Okay, so this one is already a closed surface. These are still opened at the bottom, closed at the top. So what we're going to do now is, let's see, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Don't have to, you could just cap it. But I would just want to take that profile with it when I mirror it. Okay, so now I'll go to mirror and hit F4. Oh no, not mirror. Rotate, copy, yes, and F4. Hold down Shift, swing it around, drop it on there, and click off the command. And so now we have that there. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put a Euro shank on it. So I need an outside rail. So I'm going to go to my tools, click on the outside rail, go over here to profile library, and just click this one here and hit select and close that program out. And I want it 2.5 because I know it's a 2.5, and I want it 2.5 on the bottom. So there we go, and hit enter. Next thing we're going to do is go to the top view. Alright, and then I'm going to just go to my surface and grab a planar curve and just draw out a planar curve, and I'm going to change that to a cutting layer. Alright, and hit perspective, and I'm just going to take that curve there. I could have just drew a line, but it's easy, just as easy. And then I'm going to split that line with this cutter and hit enter, and then just get rid of that cutter, and there's my line. I'm just going to drag it straight down. Excuse me. Alright, and now I'm going to select my rail there with the stones on it, and I want to grab those profiles. Alright, that one and that one, and I'm just going to hide that for right now. Alright, well, I thought I hit it. How many of them do I have out there? Let's delete that one. Oh, no, let's bring that back. Okay, we'll just take it and we'll hide it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so from here I want this Euro shank on this ring. So I'm going to go to transform, and I'm going to orient from 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to select the item I want to take and hit enter. My first point, reference point, will be the end there. My second point will be the end there. And then I'm going to go up here and put them on the mids of the outside of that shank right there, and come over to this side, the mid outside of that shank, and hit enter. Okay, and back out of that command, and I'm just going to delete that. Alright, so now I have a 2 rail sweep, right? So go to my surface menu, surface 2, first rail, second rail, profile, profile, enter. Okay, and we don't want all that stuff on there, so we'll just turn off everything and we'll hit enter. Okay, and at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this, and join them together, and I should have a closed surface, which I do. I'm going to bring back that rail here. Now this is a closed surface, this is a closed surface, so the next thing we can do is Boolean union. So solids menu, Boolean union. We'll take this one, hit enter, we'll take that one, hit enter, give it a second, enter, and now we have a closed surface ring. And we don't want that one, so we'll turn it on gray. And I think there's one here we don't want to. Turn it on gray, turn it off. Nope, not one there. Okay. Alright, so this is all one surface. We'll check our depth of our stone. It's above those stones. We're good to go. The next thing, of course, is Boolean union our prongs. Second surface here. Wait for a second. There we go. Hit enter. Different color it looks like. Okay, well, I'm going to hide my gemstones. The holes are already there. Alright, and then the last thing that we need to do, close surface, is one more time, Boolean union, our bezel here with our ring. And enter. and we have a solid one-piece ring. Quick and dirty way to get a little bypass channel set ring that has a Euro shank on it. And if we go to, let's go ahead and render it. Let's see, put Matrix Classic on there. It's there. We'll take our green, we'll put it on white, and we'll take our gemstones here, put them on diamond, and we'll take this thing here and we'll drop down to maybe a sapphire here. Blue sapphire. See what that looks like. And then we can just go to rendered. Ooh, that's kind of washed out there, huh? Let's take that and put it on a diamond layer. See what it looks like. There we go. And there you have it. Quick and dirty way to make a little channel set bypass ring. Pretty high quality too. Nice thick shank. Yeah, that's it. If you found the video useful, I hope you leave me a like and subscribe, and please leave me a comment. Thanks for watching. Good designing.